This is a little bit unfamiliar now. So what's going on, everybody? Tom here from Dreadlabs. It's been probably half a year since I did a live stream, I think. But we're finally back, and the reason it's been this long is because I've been busy setting up my new office space, and I have this new recording studio now. But we didn't have any internet cables, so the internet speeds weren't as steady as they were back in my apartment. So that's why it took a little bit of time to get everything set up properly, but we're finally here, just in time for Creatober, ready to make something cool. So, if you don't know what Creatober is, basically this is a challenge that I came up with. It's pretty much the same thing as Inktober, but with cooler prompts in my opinion. Anyways, the challenge here is to create something with the word of that day for every day of the month of October. And that's what we're going to do today. See if we can inspire you or motivate you to join the challenge. And yeah, just have fun in general. So it's been a while, everyone in the chat. Not sure if you're all new viewers or maybe you're all returning viewers. Anyways, welcome to all of you. I hope the sound is okay. I hope everyone can hear me properly and everyone can see my screen properly. And now looking at it, I think the YouTube chat isn't responding on the screen, so let me just fix that real quick. And now I think we're good. Okay, cool. So let me just grab the Creatober prompts in front of the screen. And something that I'd like to share with you before we start is that this Creatober challenge can be really exhausting. I've done it 2 times now myself. I did it every single day, and it's almost not doable if you have to do anything else next to this challenge. Oh, the webcam froze. Oh, nice. Let's see. And I think it's doing... Okay, I think I fixed it. Hopefully. Anyways, yeah, the camera's acting up a little bit. Not sure what that is. Of course it does, because Murphy's Law, right? Anyways, so this is the list. Okay, so one thing I want to really, one thing I really want to share with you is the 2 times I have done this now is around day 25. You just get like, you're either feeling overwhelmed because the challenge is putting a lot of pressure on you, or you're either like feeling empty and you're not knowing what to come up with, or you're getting to like rushing stuff to share with. And that's not what we want. The goal of this challenge is to inspire each other and to spark some inner creativity and have fun. So, anyways, so if you want to join this challenge, you can go to dreadlabs.net/creatober2022. Let me see if I can just pop that into the description of this live stream as well. And then you will see all the information that you need in order to join the challenge. And the link should be down in the description right now. So, something that I came up with for myself. I don't have a lot of time nowadays, and I cannot do a design for every day of the month, sadly, and that's also because we just released our clothing brand Red Universe. So what I wanted to do is take on this challenge in a little bit of a different way, and that's I want to do a live stream combining a couple of words from the past days. So for example, the first word is tattoo, the second one is ancient, and the third one is Lamborghini. And what I'm going to try to do is make something with all of these 3 words in it, if that makes sense. Sorry for my voice, it's a little bit raspy. I used to do these live streams every Friday, and the idea is to get back on track because I really like doing that. So, I came prepared. I made an idea for what we were going to make today with these 3 words. So tattoo, ancient, and Lamborghini. And I want to do some ancient tattoos on a Lamborghini Countach. Not sure how to pronounce it. This one. Because it's really sick. So, first I want to ask you guys, have you joined in on the Creatober challenge yet, or are you planning to? Maybe you're just planning to do a couple of words for the whole month, and that's completely fine as well. But what word are you most excited for in doing yourself, or what have you made so far, or are you thinking about making? Let me know in the chat. And meanwhile, we are going to go to Turbo Squid and see if we can find a Lamborghini Countach. And that's, I think, because did I write it right? Did I write it correctly? I don't think so. How the fuck I'm not allowed to swear, I think, on YouTube. How do I do this? How do I write this? Okay, low poly. That's nice, I guess. You know what? Let's do it. Just gonna log in off screen right now because otherwise you can see all of my passwords and we don't really want that, right? Can we have some hashtags on Instagram for posting our takes? Yes, you can use the hashtag Creatober and the hashtag Dreadlabs in order for me to see it. You can also join us on Discord because I'm mostly like spending my, what is it? I'm mostly like spending a little bit more time on the Dreadlabs Discord nowadays than on Instagram, and that's just because Instagram made it almost impossible for me to actually reach out people with my channel or with my page. And that's not the case on Discord, so I just figured let's just put a little more time and energy into the Discord server, so we can basically have people like see my stuff for the people that care, if that makes sense. Anyways, let's open this project. I think it's a FBX file. This thing is janky, I guess. I'm just gonna delete all of this. Body interior. There's an interior as well. Cool. Okay. What's up, your piece? How are you doing? Okay, so let's just group all of this. And I just kind of want to see what happens if we do a little bit of a specific render here. Oh wait, turn those around. Okay, so basically the volume builder makes a little, like, kind of like a clay model of whatever you put in there. So I figured it might soften up the edges a little bit or something. And just smooth it out. I'm not sure this is gonna work. It's actually pretty interesting, but I'm not sure if I want to go for this. Let's go with this. Or nah, no volume builder. Okay, so another question for the chat is what are you guys planning on doing work-wise this week? What are you working on? Is it school? Maybe a client? Let me know. And what I'm gonna do is make a very simple environment. So I'm gonna go with an HDRI environment, an image texture, For the image texture, I'm going to use an asset pack by Suveki, and he sells these packages on dreadlabs.net. But these are these super cool abstract, almost paintings, I guess. And I've been using them as HDRIs while then using a metallic material on my 3D models. Which results in some pretty cool stuff. Better CV and portfolio, nice. Are you applying for a job? Okay, so the general idea that I have is we're gonna have a 3D model of this car, and we're gonna use this to like draw out certain like what do you call them, tribal shapes over the car, and have that in a very different like environmental like reflection thing. If that makes sense. Then we have Tattoo and we have Lamborghini, and then we still need ancient. And ancient is one of those words that I like because you can interpret it in a lot of different ways. You can do like ancient, like you can use this with ancient stuff like you know, whatever like pops in your head. For me it's like Aztec and Maya stuff, because it's kind of what interests me. Sup Faru, how are you? But ancient can also be perceived as something that, you know, you would say to something that isn't really that old, but you're kind of want to, you know, exaggerate a little bit, if that makes sense. Let's see what happens if we subdivide the wheels. Actually, it's a little bit better, right? So yeah, that's something we can also consider. Maybe we do like a super cool vintage ad. I know vintage and ancient aren't really the exact same things, but you know, it's all open to interpretation, I guess. Who cares? It's all for fun. Let's see if we put up the roughness. I kind of like this. Okay, so I'm gonna do a top view render. by 3000 pixels, change the renderer to Octane. By the way, you can also simply achieve this effect in vanilla Cinema 4D renderer, but it's just easy for me to use this because then I have just a live viewer window that works a little bit better than the preview window of Cinema 4D itself. And I don't really like the reflection that much, so let's rotate that a little bit. Okay, this is not a nice view. I guess. Let's do lower. Or let's just do one like a side view thing, maybe. I guess this works a little bit better. When you said ancient, I immediately thought of Lamborghini being dusty with pyramids in the background. Ooh, that is also a very cool idea. That is a very, very cool idea, actually. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that, but that might be cool for like a photo manipulation thing. Let's experiment with the image texture a little bit. see what else is out there. Ooh, I like the purples in this one. Let's remember that one. Number 10. Ooh, I really like this. What's up, Pez? Oh, it's okay. We just started, I guess. So we have the Creatober challenge, and it's basically every day of the for the month of October we have a word where we have to create something with it. And then, well, we have the word Lamborghini, tattoo, and ancient, and that's what we're gonna make a design with today. So, I'm also willing to experiment a little bit in Photoshop more. Perhaps that's what I want to go for. So let's render this as a PNG. You want Cinema 4D back, by the way? What do you mean? Are you, were you, let me guess, you were a student and now you don't have the license anymore? I stream every challenge? Yeah, the idea is to do that, but I might skip a couple of days because I have other stuff to do, sadly. But the goal is to at least stream once or twice a week. So, Xenophony and Trash PC. I used to know that pain. Let's see. Let's make a folder. Here we go, guys. Creatober 2022. 1, 2, 3. Lamborghini. And I guess we're just gonna render this out then. Only thing I really, kind of was thinking is, like when doing animations, there was always like a little bit of a struggle because, wait, did I check on transparency? I'll find out. So, when rendering animations, it always takes a while, so I'm not sure how to do that during the live streams, because then we have to wait here and it's gonna be slower because I'm recording my screen. So I thought maybe just like render that, then like do a little break in between and then join back in a day later or something, maybe. What do you guys think? I'll have to keep an eye out for streams. Thanks so much, man. Alright, so that idea. Ooh, I know I always want to try and make everything into a ray flyer, but how cool would it be to have a Lamborghini going out of like a deep jungle kind of thing in a Y2K ray flyer? Almost. Okay, so hear me out. I'm not sure if you guys know this, but it's been popping up almost always on my home screen. Maybe it's now there as well. It's this video. So it's basically like a mix of like some intelligent drum and bass. But there was this whole discussion about where the visuals in this video come from. So I did a little digging and I couldn't really find where it's buried somewhere in the comments, but I actually dropped all of those images on my Discord server if I'm not mistaken. So let's go to inspo. Yeah, these ones. So what if we did like a render kind of like this or like this, like the really old computery looking renderers, and then because this kind of like looks or sounds ancient, right? What if we do something like that? I think I want to do something like that, and then do like tribal tattoo kind of things around, or to make it into a flyer. What do you guys think? So what I'm gonna do is actually change the renderer back to normal because, because in Cinema 4D, the general renderer thing, we Okay, sorry. So in the general render, it's kind of like low quality, but that's actually what we want to go for here. It's supposed to look a little bit like old school and low poly and lo-fi and stuff like that, right? So let's see what image texture was again, 19. So this is an environment texture, and this basically simulates the reflection into this car. See? And the gorilla sits in the car. Wait, is gorilla the fourth word? I don't think so, right? Is it? What's the fourth word? Plant. Oh, well, we could be adding plants into here, but I actually have a cool idea for plants, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that. So, anyways, back to Cinema 4D. So we have this like reflective car thing, and let's make some surface to like have the car sit on. We'll make this 10,000 by 10,000. Oh. Oh no, yeah. So thanks for clarifying, Paz. So if you want to learn more about what the challenge actually is, I actually wrote down the whole explanation in the description. So let's see. For this, what does this? Okay, so this is basically like a noise texture or something, right? Has to be. So let's see if we can simulate that. We'll do a sky tag. And for the color, we'll go with a noise. And we'll see what that looks like. Oh. So we want to transform this noise so that it's like a little bit stretched. So looking at this, oh, maybe the other way around. Maybe scale this down as well. Better. And then for instead of black, we're gonna go with a blue color, I think. Okay, kinda. Let's contrast. And maybe just a little bit larger, right? Stuff like this. What software is this? Cinema 4D. The sky complements the car so well. What's today's word? Okay, so the first, it started on Creatober or October 1st. The first word was tattoo, the second one was ancient, and the third one's Lamborghini. So we're gonna do a, like in this style, like the Lamborghini coming out of like an ancient jungle, and we're gonna change that into like a ray flyer with like tribal shapes and stuff like that. Okay, so now let's create some like mountains and stuff. So let's do 1,000 by 1,000, something like this. Maybe like a little bit smaller. Actually, let's just duplicate this. Change the seed to another mountain thing. Maybe make that one a little bit lower. Ah, okay, so this makes more sense. I'm gonna make this one 600 and this one 1,000. And the cool part about this is now we have 3 different mountains, right? And let's put all of those in the cloner. And I'm not sure if you can see it, but we should now be cloning like each mountain. Ah, wait, so we made 3 cloners. So I'm gonna put all of these together into cloner. And now every third object that will be put into cloner is one of these landscapes, if that makes sense. You can kind of see a little bit better now. See? Where to submit what to do is provide your link layer. Not sure what you mean, but if you want to join a challenge, you can use the hashtag Creatober and the hashtag Dreadlabs on Instagram, or you can join us on Discord and, you know, show us your work there. So with a random, we can change or randomize the positions and rotations a little bit better from all of the mountains. So let's do 600 and 600, and we're also gonna do rotation. No, not this one. Also not this one. And then for scale, let's do a uniform scale of like maybe change it up a little bit. Is there like a lot underneath here now? Okay, so it's way too small. Let's go back to the random 0.15 maybe. And now we're gonna add objects. Okay, so now we have mountains. Let's look at our reference a little bit. So there's like not sure how this is done. Like a retro car game. So I'm gonna take a little guess on how this is done. And this might slow down my rendering process a little bit, but let's just see if this works. So we're gonna use the current state to object and select all of the children and then connect the objects and delete. So now we have all of the objects as one mountain, and let's just make sure that these are all connected by using a connect object, calling that mountains as well, and then current state to object. Okay, so now we should have one. This is like one object now for all of the mountains. And what I kind of want to go and do is grab a sphere, a very low poly sphere. This one. I'm gonna make my car invisible for a second. And let's just do 8 segments and a size of 50 or something. So something like this. And what I'm gonna do is put this in a cloner, and then use for the cloner use where is it? Object. Drop in the mountains as an object. Change the count to maybe 200. Okay, so now these are scattered around the surface a little bit, and what we want to do is make this like a lot. So let's just do maybe 2000, maybe more, something like this maybe. Yeah, for like the fake trees and like shrubs, greenery, I'm not sure what to call it. So now we have this. Doesn't really look like trees obviously, but what I'm gonna do is put all of those in a volume builder and then into a volume measure. And if I up this threshold a little bit, maybe we'll make this a little bit smaller. As you can see, these are starting to merge together here and there, and that's kind of what I want to go for. I think these should be smaller, like 10, and then we're gonna just add in even more. So I hope this works. gonna take a while. And I'm gonna save up my project in the meantime because I didn't do that yet. And I spelled it wrong. Anyways, so yeah, this is kind of what we want to go for. Let's see if we do like an SDF smooth. Any sign distance field, let's do maybe 5. It's gonna take a lot because there's like 20,000 spheres in here. Maybe I need to scale it down a little bit, but yeah, and this is the exact project that will probably crash. Okay, so it's not even visible anymore. Let's just turn this off. And I kind of want to wait. So let's just make this 50,000. Not sure if there's an easier way to do this, but it's just like my thinking out loud a little bit. And let's just make these 20. And it's still working, okay. I can't believe my computer hasn't blown up yet. And here we go. So, for the people in the chat, what are you, like, what's your profession or what do you like to do? Is it, are you all graphic designers or 3D designers or visual artists or something completely else and you just like popped up on your YouTube or? Okay, this is kind of what I want to go for actually. Damn, I'm surprised. Let's see, let's create a new material. And we're gonna do a diffusion noise. I'm gonna grab some nice fake green colors. Digital media computer scientist, damn, that sounds interesting. Can you explain a little bit about that? Like what do you do? Or is it like, why Cinema 4D over Blender? So I really want to learn Blender, but the thing is at some point I just gave up learning on Blender and Cinema 4D felt a little bit easier to me, and I had a student license for that. So I ended up buying it because I was able to make money off of it with like while working with clients and stuff. So yeah, I never really bothered to switch, but I might want to go and learn Blender just to save myself some money. TEDx Steady, yo, what's up, man? Okay, we got greens. Greens, beans, tomatoes, potatoes. It's more bluish, right? Yeah. I'm turning on Blender now. Yeah, sure, you can send over that character. And if you want more feedback from more people, you can always go to Dreadlabs Discord server actually, because there's a lot of people who probably know more about character design and rigging than me that might be able to help you out a little better. And then let's go back to like a bluish green. And this, okay, so it's like we need to change this reflectance a little bit. I only use Photoshop though my laptop can handle 3D software. Mainly work with full stack and combination of skills on Adobe softwares. Channel apps, oh, awesome, man. Graphic designer, social media manager, now I try to improve myself in it. Sick. Okay, so for this, let's go with another diffuse material, with another noise. And for this one, it's like a beige gray, but it's also some blue, almost. I'm not sure. It's awesome, guys. So, how did you guys discover my channel? Quite curious about that, because yeah, well, a lot of people seem to have discovered my stuff through like the Y2K logos and stuff like that, but also some people just like now tune in into like live streams. Thank you so much, Michael. Appreciate it. So let's see what happens if we just put this on the landscape and the like mountains and stuff. Take you in Discord. Feel free to be honest. Awesome, man. I'll check it out after the stream. Very few. Where are you from, Furkan? I don't want to. It sounds a little bit like Turkish, but I'm not sure. I don't want to. How do you say? Make a judgment on that, because I might be completely wrong. Okay, so let's see what this looks like in the renderer. And it's gonna take a while. Advanced Photoshop texture. Oh, that's from last year, I think, right? Somewhere. Ooh, I do like this, but the ground is a little bit too yellowish, so let's change that up to a little bit more of a blue, maybe. Wow, it's being slow. And I think it's because the renderer of Cinema 4D that I'm using right now is let's see, it is it's not sure what it's called, but it's not a GPU renderer. I think it renders with the processors and not with your graphics card, which is kind of odd, if I must say. But pump flyers and chrome effects, those are two of my favorite things. Subway and Sony loop in 3D visual. Oh, that's a classic one. I've done that in a masterclass a couple of times as well. What's up, these? How are you doing, man? So what I'm making is basically a 3D visual inspired by this, in order to create a Lamborghini going out of an ancient jungle and make that into a ray flyer / video game cover, almost, kind of. But I'm not sure if it's gonna be working, but we'll see. Where's the car? Here it is. It's so slow because of the shrubs and the greenery. Maybe we need to scale the car down a little bit because it looks really big compared to the mountains. Or okay, so I have a question. Okay, so I kind of know what I want to do now. I want to make this into a video game cover for like an old video game. Ooh. And I need you guys to name it. It has to be like a retro video game. And let's see what else. It needs to be a retro video game with like around racing or something. And the person that picks the correct name gets an exclusive asset pack that's not been released on Dreadlabs. Yeah. So size. Let's go with a print size. A3? Yeah, sure. So actually going to make this visible because it doesn't really matter if I see it here. Crispy, thanks Poopy Nose 69. Not sure whoever you are. So, it's a little bit too saturated, I think. Okay, so I'm just gonna see what the rocks look like now, because Racing Paradise, Sydney, maybe futurist and ancient subject matter. Sydney, name rings a bell. Ah, yes, that's some sick stuff. Not sure if we can do this in this. I scheduled my live stream for 2 hours, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it, but at least I have the idea now, right? Anyways, why isn't there not any light? Come on. Racing Paradise, it might also be called like okay, this is the texture needs to be way larger. Okay, so let's see, what do we call this game? Maybe ancient racers, temple racers. No, that's actually like already a game. See you later, Furkan. Thanks for tuning in. And good luck finding a job. Some enough. I was making some chrome art and I'm stuck. Basically made a teardrop and I'm applying a basic octane render. The chrome is not smooth. Are you using Cinema 4D? Or I'm lighting using a gradient HRI? But is the material not smooth, or is the texture not smooth? C4D and octane render. So might be best to share a screenshot on the Discord server. Maze gear. Ooh, that sounds cool. Is there a Aztec sounding word that sounds like sixth or something like that? So you get sixth gear, but it's like a wordplay with an Aztec thing or something. Like the direction. Okay, so car. I'm gonna place car right in front of us. That was a sneeze. Sorry. Thanks, Jos. Okay, so now let's just render this out and see where to go. Because yeah, this is gonna take a while if I want to perfect this, and that's not the point of this video series or live streaming series. Let's see what happens. And how long it's gonna take also. And while it's rendering, I'm gonna take a little quick break and grab my drawing tablet. Right, so let me just plug this thing in. Labyrinth Drift. That's also a very, very cool name. Sorry, that sounded sarcastic, but it wasn't sarcastic. That's actually really cool. The trees, however, are looking not as good. Also gonna scale that up a little bit. And also I think I can undock this thing. All right. Yo, Jen. Heaven Ride, Labyrinth. I like Labyrinth Drift best, but there's not really a maze yet. Or is there? Labyrinth, maze Drift, Labyrinth, Gear, Heaven Ride. Okay, so the shrubs are looking a little bit better, but I think we need to zoom out. I think it's just too far away or something. Holy moly. So we need to have it like this a little bit, I think. Let's touch. And then we need to move the car over here. Say this live stream later rewatch. I am thinking on the best, like for now, you guys can just join in and check this out later if you want to, if you don't have the time right now. But for future live streams, what I was thinking is create recaps of them. So you would be able to see like a recap on YouTube, and the full live streams will be available for patrons or something like that. So let's see, what does this look like? I really like how I was the first thing that I the first thing that I wanted to do when I learned Cinema 4D is make as realistically looking renders as possible. And now I just want to go back to that lo-fi 3D era that you can see here on the Discord. I just love this. I think the quality is way too high. Maybe that's it. And the green is a little bit too green, so I just do a hue saturation. A little more this direction. And what I'm just gonna do is lower this like crazy. So how many pixels is this? Yes, we need to have this like, and then we're gonna scale it up in Photoshop. I hope. Anyways, yeah, like I said, this is something that I really want to practice in. I want to make better, worse looking things. Okay, so it's actually looking a little bit better, but it's a little bit too pixely, so ×2 ×2. Maybe like this. But yeah, it's kind of like the same thing as like you gotta learn the rules in order to break them. Like you're learning to make really high quality renders, and now you just want to make them as shitty as possible. But then it's getting like harder to make it look shittier as technology is advancing. Yeah. I think the trees just aren't looking realistic. So let me just see if I can do that in a different way. And Cinema 4D is not liking that I delete these, so let's see, how should I do this? Okay, so I'm just gonna try a different way. Make it low poly again. Cosmos Crush. Cool. Okay, so objects, mountains. And then 2000 maybe. Okay, so this is covering it a little bit. Maybe 5000, and then I'm gonna do some random stuff. So I'm gonna randomize not the position, but the scale. And the rotation as well. So this is a little bit more, I guess, well, randomness in it. But I want it so that all of the clones are. This probably is doable with a field or something. I know what I need to do. So I'm using the mountains now as an object, and I actually need to do the landscape. Because now the trees are not on top of the mountains, but inside the mountains. Yeah. Okay, volume build. No, I don't want to adjust the voxel size just yet. This wasn't too bad. Okay, let's do an SDF smooth on the volume builder. And now it's looking blobby again. I don't know what to think about this. It looks better. It definitely looks better, but maybe we just need more. So let's just go and turn off these for a second. Do 20,000 again. And then maybe just like make the spheres just a little bit smaller, so 75 maybe. I didn't see any difference. Is it? Oh, it's still calculating. Did I miss it? Let's change to 50. Okay, and now we're gonna change the random. We're gonna change that to 1, so the changes in different sizes of each are gonna change a little bit more drastically. And now I think it will look a little bit better. Maybe a little bit too blobby still, right? So let's just change the strength here to... This actually works a little bit. And then for this, I'm just going to change this to 7.5 maybe. Thank you so much. Is it pronounced Thai? Anyways, thanks for tuning in and thank you for the kind words. So this looks a little bit more natural, I guess. And then what I also want to do is, let's look at the reference a little bit more. So the sky doesn't need to be white. It's going to be a little bit more grayish, I guess. So and then we'll just put the car in front of it so that it will look better. If it lets us. Cinematic does not like the cloner things in the volume builder, so let's just make that invisible. Grab the car. Hello. Can I do anything? Wait, no, I need to save this up. I'm gonna have this crash, and I don't want that. Yes. Okay, nice. Hello? It's me. The focal length of the camera. Try 105. Tell her that. Ooh, okay. Thanks for the tip. Let's see. The focal length at 105. Ooh, okay, zoom out a little bit. Oh, damn, what the... This helps a lot. Damn, this... Now it looks a little bit more like an actual, like, landscape photo. Thanks, Dees. My man. Oh, whoa, whoa. This can also be... Okay. Maybe something for another time, but... Dees the goat. Alright, so let's do it once more. Okay, so we're at the halfway mark now. We have 1 hour to finish this design. And I'm not sure if that's gonna work, but we'll try. This actually does look pretty cool. This looks way better. Maybe the mountains are supposed to be a little bit darker, so let's just put this in a layer. Are they? Well, I think the reference just has a little bit more harsh lighting. So let's see if we can mimic that a little bit. Let's create a sun. So, let's remove the default light and see what this looks like. Let's just render this. And I want to erase it. Lamborghini 45. Oh. Apparently I went to frame 45. I think I pressed spacebar or something like that. Thanks. It's some lo-fi stuff by Harris Heller, I think. Okay, this looks a little bit better as well. I do like this. I'm not sure about the position of the sun kinda now. So let's see if we can change it towards here maybe? I posted a screenshot and designed. That's okay. Thanks. I'll check it out after the live stream. Okay, so I like it, but now I'm not sure about the car because it's like a fake. It's a fake environmental reflection. You know what? Let's just go for it. Okay, so I want to make a new document and I'm going to go with a text. Let's see. So the name that I liked best. Does it need to be an image? Or just be? If you want to make a website for every for the challenge, that's okay, fine as well. Might be a little bit hard, but yeah, whatever you want. It can also be poetry or. So I do like Labyrinth Drift, I think, but for the name Maya Drift maybe. Let's add a cap on it. And I'm gonna duplicate it and do a similar one, but then have the no, that's not what I meant. Level outside. That was what I meant. And let's just change this so that it's a little bit smaller. And it's behind now. Okay. Like this. Make a pretend VST in HTML5. That's actually super cool, man. And it's also not a bad thing to, you know, row with like go with like whatever tools you have in your arsenal, you know. Like last Friday we had an open office session here at Dreadlabs, and there was also a poet, and he was planning on sending me a piece of poetry for every word. So yeah, and if it's something that you want to do or you are good at, just do it, you know. If it sparks your creativity, that's the most important thing. So for the word tattoo, I'm gonna grab some tribal shapes. And what I'm gonna do is, open up Photoshop and see if we can actually, yeah, I'm gonna open this one. Oh, the sky is transparent. That wasn't the case. Anyways, I'll fix that later. So the text will be around. Here, the font is called Super Puff for the people that are interested, and it's available on Dreadlabs.net as well. It's by Suveki as well, the guy who also does the HDRI environments. Oh, this says Mavua Maya Drift. So I want to do this in kind of like a outline kind of thing. So what I'm gonna do is take a screenshot, bring it into Illustrator. Is that Y2K? It is. It's not gonna be Chrome, but it is actually like Y2K because, or maybe even like late 90s even. This, I'm not sure. I think this is around 2003 or something. By the looks of it, but you know, I could be wrong. So let's paste this in. And now we don't, wait, this is not the correct size, so we need to make a background real quick. Okay, so now we have this background image, and now we can actually like start to kind of draw, if that makes sense. So I'm having my tablet here. Does it work? It works. Nice. So I wanted to do some tattoo kind of thing. Let's change the color to black. So this is kind of like the rough shape I want to get going. So let's just grab the shape builder tool and trim off these guys and these guys. And we're going to mirror all of these things, but we have 50 minutes left. That should be good, I think, I hope. Yeah, I think this, let's just chop out a circle of here, kind of like that. Let's grab our body, the shape builder tool. Oh, whoa, no. Need to unify this first. And maybe we chop out another part here. Looks a little bit weird. Why is it so thick? Yeah, this should be working. So I'm just gonna mirror this to the other side. By the way, guys, if you have a question about what I'm doing, if I'm going too quickly, feel free to just ask me. It's okay if you don't understand everything. I don't. So it's always best to just ask and learn, I guess. Experimenting. I like this. What's up, Milos? Get you on the flippity flip. So we have our here at the Dreadlabs offices. We share our office space with a lot of other companies, and they just put a basketball hoop in the like rec room, if that makes sense. And yeah, of course we had to redo the office like basketball episode. That's not even from the basketball episode now that I think about it. I think it's from the like Michael's goodbye episode, but still. What are you designing this for? So I am hosting a little challenge called Creatober. Basically every day of the month of Creatober will be linked to a word, and the goal is to create something with that word. So you can design a poster, you can make a piece of music, you can do poetry, you can create a website, whatever it is that's similar to similar to the word, and it's just to spark some creativity for yourself. And if you want to, you can share that with other people in the Dreadlabs community by using the hashtag Dreadlabs or the hashtag Creatober on Instagram or Twitter, and you can also share it on the Dreadlabs Discord. And I am Dutch. Yes, I am Dutch. I get that a lot. So let's go to here. Call this tribal shapes. Save this as an Illustrator 8 file. And now we should be able to open it in Cinema 4D. Let's scale this up. A little bit too large. I'm Belgian, graduating design next year. Any tips? Ooh, we're looking for a job. So the cool thing is, what are all these lines? Oh wait, I gotta fix this real quick. But so there are a couple of really cool design agencies in Belgium. My favorite is Tokyo in Ghent, if you know that. They did some really cool branding projects. Why is it gray? Oh wait. So I would maybe see if you can apply there. I would try that actually, if I didn't already have a job. But yeah, I would say make sure that you have a good portfolio, and go and send your Send your resume and stuff to companies that actually matter to you, and also let them know why they are interesting to you. Or maybe you want to go freelance. That's also possible, of course. If you want to go in freelance, I have a lot of videos about that subject on my channel, if you want to learn about it. Okay, so this is better. And I think I scaled up 10 times or something. So the outer ones, let's extrude them. Why are you guys flat? Ah. Alright, so we now have the outer shapes. No worries, man. And if you are close to the Netherlands, if you live close to there, every last Friday of the month we host an open office event where it's basically like a cool networking drinks event with all kinds of dope creatives. Lots of designers, producers, people who have their own clothing brands, poets, you name it. Like a lot of cool creative people will be there or are there. So if you are ever interested to join, just let me know. I can also bring people, by the way, so no need to go in there all alone, because that can be scary, of course. Alright, so now let's color this thing, I guess. And I guess we can just do... I don't want to think about this too much, actually, because otherwise I'm going to overthink and I'm going to up the quality maybe. So let's call this logo. So what I'm going to do now is actually make the canvas size bigger. So let's do ×5 maybe. And now I want to see what happens with these, like, oh yeah, now I need to redo the render actually, because there was transparent background and we don't want that. You have an address for that. I have to do some things for my end product that will be a good thing. An address for the open office event, you can find it on the website actually. If you join us on Discord, then you can just send me a DM and we can discuss it further if you want to. Or you can send me a DM on Instagram if you want to. It's also fine. Okay, so now we have the whole like flyer thing. And ooh. Okay, so maybe we need to render it out a little bit more, or let's see what happens if we pixelize the whole thing. Let's just do some adjustments, see if we can find some like experimental stuff to do. So this is kind of cool actually. Kind of looks more like an 8-bit game, but still pretty cool, right? So, okay, what I'm gonna do is, let's see, let's do this with 10 pixels. Gives me like old school roller coaster tycoon vibes or something. Are you going to add textures? I always am. However, I just want the design to look cool first before I do that, because then otherwise, you know, textures make everything look cooler. And I just want to make sure to, you know... Okay, there's one thing here. I'm actually going to redo the thing and make it in like an old 4:3 ratio instead of like a poster, because posters shouldn't be pixelized. So I know I changed this design from like the get-go like way too many times, but sorry. It's just I like doing it like this, you know, seeing if whatever comes to my mind and change it a little bit, if that makes sense. So let's just do, what was it? 2000 by 1500, but then do like 1000 by 750 so we can scale it up. Have that not so good quality in there, and then just zoom the camera out a little bit, because I also want to kind of see the sky. So what was the processing on the logo? Posterize and then mosaic? Yeah, no, other way around. So pixelate, mosaic, then squares, and then posterize. Let's scale it up a little bit. Okay, so the word tattoo isn't that apparent, but yeah, that ought to happen. Wow, what? Huh? Oh wait, it's supposed to. Wow, it was a posterize. I was like, why does it already look like pixely? But and now let's see what happens if we do. Okay, so we need to move the car down a little bit in the render. The whole car. It's like a Game Boy Advance cartridge. Anyways, yeah, so we went from doing a tattoo design on a Lamborghini to using that to make a ray flyer with Y2K ancient mountains and jungles, into making it into a pixely video gamey kind of thing. But I really like experimenting with this. This is, for me, this is way more fun than making a poster that looks really cool, and having it look like everyone else's stuff, you know. Ooh, what's this? Why is it doing that? I kind of like it, but now I think we need to do a pixelate again, maybe. Oh my god, I really like this, but then this needs to be smaller. Okay, and now for this one we need to do a filter gallery as well, because this needs to have outlines a little bit. Maybe like this. Let's remove the mosaic for a second. Man secure. And now let's do pixelate. This is too much, right? Maybe 5, and then maybe contrast. Ooh, and I know what else to do. Drop shadow, make it white, large but noisy. Well, not noisy, but which filter are you using? I'm using the poster edges in the filter gallery, which basically grabs like the shadows of, or what Photoshop thinks are the shadows or the lower ends of whatever, and it adds in like hard, darker lines. So without like the mosaic and stuff and the posterization, you just get where is it? Essentially this is what it looks like without anything, and then with the filter gallery this is what it does. So it adds in the lines, so it makes it look a little bit cartoony. We need to press start screen, of course, because that's always the case. Thank you so much, Da. This kind of works, I guess. We're gonna pixelate it, but and ooh, I also know what else to do. So okay, we're gonna change this into a smart object, then pixelate it just a little bit, maybe 3 pixels. And I'm actually also going to add a stroke around here in the smart object. So I'm gonna go canvas size 600 by 150. Stroke. Like this, save it up. So now it looks kind of cool already, but now we're gonna go with a gradient overlay. I'm gonna reset this to default. Do like an orange one, like a nice red orange. Ooh, this is cool. And then multiply it so that it's lighter, yeah, like this. And then we're gonna posterize it. Oh wait, group it and then posterize it, because otherwise Photoshop cannot process this. And then add some more levels, so we have this nice super apparent gradient in here. Oh, I do love this. And now I kinda am sad that we didn't make this into an animation, you guys. Now I'm kinda sad about that, but what I'm kinda thinking of doing is maybe do that after the stream, or like this week maybe. Okay, so let's make all of this invisible for a second and go select subject, see if they can select the Lamborghini here. Kinda. Hulo, I think it's pronounced Hulo, I hope. I'm not good at pronouncing names if you've never been to the stream. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much. Select a mask. Okay, we need to remove the shadow. Oh, pretty nice job actually. What's up, Jack? How are you doing, man? So now we're gonna do a stroke. Make this into a smart object as well. Basically the same processing as we did before. So mosaic. Maybe a little bit bigger on the car. And well, that's actually already posterized, so we can just leave it. You got internet offers out? Yeah, finally, man. I'm gonna have to send you a message about doing the podcast soon, because after Creatober, I want to pick that back up, and we need you on as a guest. Okay, I'm pretty satisfied with this actually. How far in stream are we? Okay, we have 30 minutes left. So, what I'm gonna do? I'm thinking about texturing the whole thing then. I guess wall texturing, making it look realistic, whatever you want to call it. So let's just call this screen/design or whatever. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is get these. Ooh, wait. I'm just gonna test something. I'm not sure if this is gonna work, but if you guys know the Signal plugin for After Effects by Zybex, amazing plugin. Not sure if it's actually gonna work because that effect is like an old TV effect, like with like gamma rays and waves and whatever. I don't know the science behind it, but basically it makes your stuff look like it's been displayed on an old videotape. And well, the thing is, that looks pretty cool, but I'm not sure if it works for a video game, because these video games are mainly either built into arcades or, you know, like they were on discs, like on the PlayStation 1 and stuff like that. So kind of hesitant, but let's see. Socials. And oh wait, I haven't saved it. Also, when I finish this stream, there is going to be a new video online, guys. So if you are interested in more Dreadlabs content, you can just tune into that new video. And it's basically about how I started my own clothing brand, which dropped last Friday. And, you know, give you some insights on like stuff that I ran into while trying to set up this brand. Let's call this with the main menu screen or something. I don't know. So let's drop it in. And go to the Signal plugin. Ooh, that is cool. That is really fucking cool. Sorry, that is really cool. Damn. Okay, so I'm just gonna go and do run render of this. Just one frame. We have the time. Okay. Where's the press start thing? This one? I want to make this into an animation so bad. I'm definitely gonna do that. Okay, so for this, okay, the car has to be rotating. Yeah. Minus 360. I've changed the idea of this, whatever I was gonna make today, so many times now. Okay, let's see how long this is gonna take, but okay. Oh, did I cancel the stream? Oh, no, I did not cancel the stream. I just clicked away my YouTube screen. Anyways, getting a little bit too enthusiastic here, but okay, this is gonna take 20. Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna do this on stream. Okay, so 5 seconds. Alright, so maybe we wait for the render to finish. Where plugin? The plugin is it's called Signal by Zybex. I have a tutorial on it, or a little bit of a video on it, if you're interested. So if you go to my channel and search for 90s VHS visuals, then you'll get the video, and then in that video there's a link down to the plugin. So yeah, shout out to Zybex for, well, they didn't sponsor this live stream, but for making sick plugins. This is taking quite long, but we have 20 minutes. I'm gonna leave this open in the background, but for now, okay, let's clean the disk cache then, if that's what you want. After Effects. You just bought something, that's crazy, right? And let's see, let's empty this. We'll close off Illustrator because it might also. So I'm having open Photoshop, Illustrator, After Effects, Cinema 4D, OBS, and Spotify right now, and Media Encoder, and Discord. So how's my PC not on fire? Anyways, for now, let's just render a still of this screen so we can just continue with whatever we were doing. Beginning, ending. And let's change this into a PNG and do 1 frame. And under where is it? Socials, Creatober, Signaled, and run it. For some reason. Okay. I can just close off After Effects now if I want to. Let's go back into Photoshop and then go to whatever. No. Okay. So now what I want to do is grab the Signaled version and another like texture kind of thing that I really like is, where is it? Resources, textures, old TV, VHS. I just named this whenever. I don't know what it actually is, but these are these like stripy things on the TV. I like those. And then let's just mask the whole group. Call it screen. Make this into a smart object. Black background because we are designers. And then warp this thing so that you can, you know, you have that old TV warp kind of thing. Inflate? Yeah, inflate. Nice. 30 minutes ago. Oh, it's a little bit different now, right? Let's do an inner shadow. So I have like some nice darkness on the edges. Choke. And now what I kind of want to have is like a let's see if we can find something like that. Old TV, kind of like this. Let's see if we can use this or this, maybe this one. Thank you Diego Gonzalez and Ajit Mystery for sharing these free pictures on Unsplash. Okay, so let's just make this a little bit opaque. scale it to fit with the rest. It's a little, wait, can I change the warp back? Does that like save? Okay, yeah, nice. So it's not as drastic, I guess. And then we do this, make the background a little bit darker. Stream of playback? Yeah, for now we will. So for the Creatober challenge, every video you will be able to view back. And then let's brew this. What we do here is view back. Remove the layer style. Love Creatober already. Me too, man. It's the first couple of days for me usually went all like really well. And around the end I always like felt a little bit overwhelmed, but I think that's not gonna happen, as it's not gonna be that worse this year, as bad this year, I think. Okay, I need to fix that thing in the corner. I'm just gonna round off the edges, I guess, with the mask. Yo, Robert, how you doing, man? What made you spaghetti carbonara? And any advice on creating a portfolio? If you have a very clear view on what you want to work for, or what clients you want to attract, or maybe like what agency you want to work for, you know, if you have like a clear goal of that, change it so that it kind of caters to them, if that makes sense. So, you know, does that make sense? So only share the work that you're really proud of, but also share the work that they would think is dope or would work for them in an agency kind of setting and stuff like that. So for this guy, let's go and change the oranges a little bit. Are they reds or yellows? Oh yeah. Maybe to green. I like this. And for now, let's do a little smiley on the layer. It's cute. See if we can do some like nice like glows and stuff. And then this is just a very low opacity. Oh wait, I need to chill. I'm way too enthusiastic about this now, so I'm kind of rushing it. But how much time do we have? We have 15 minutes left. From when did you make the design? Of what I started with? Basically this. So 3D environment with some rocks, some Lamborghini. Put that into Photoshop. Over here, did some like cool posterizing, stroke, pixelizing poster edges to make it lo-fi and like very bright. That title also was done in Cinema 4D and what is it called? Illustrator. And then I just put everything back into here. So I don't have a very specific goal this Creatober. I just want to make cool stuff and I want to get better at what I do. Last Creatober I was more about getting more into illustration, and one before that was getting more into 3D. Now I want to just kind of see if I can find that synergy for myself, you know, work with every single piece of software in one project like this. Not necessarily, I don't necessarily think I have to do this, but it's just something that I really like doing and seeing that there's a lot of potential there. Let's save this up as well. Final outcome. You know, I don't like that. How to make Lambo work? So my initial idea was to do some tattoos on a Lamborghini. Maybe like a vintage poster for a Lamborghini. Or maybe... I don't know, what are you a graphic designer? Are you a illustrator, animator maybe? Anyways, I really enjoy, you know, seeing if I can combine all these different softwares into one. So I did a very minimal part of illustration. The only thing that says actually tribal is actually like in the type, and it's not even like tribal wasn't even a word. Tattoo was the word. But honestly, the most important thing about Creatober is to have fun and to inspire yourself, inspire other people, and see if you can learn new stuff, see if you can get better at the stuff that you already like doing. That's the main takeaway from Creatober. So don't push yourself into making something for the everyday, or don't push yourself into making stuff work on a certain software. Don't be too hard on yourself on this challenge, because it can get very harsh, but it's just a very fun way of getting better at what you like doing. So that's, yeah, keep that in mind when you do Creatober work. Yeah, let me know if you still have any questions for me. But for now, I just wanted to say that you can get the project files from everything that I did in this live stream if you become a patron of mine. So members of the inner core tier will get access to the Cinema 4D files, the Photoshop files, the After Effects file not, because it's done with a plugin and you need to buy the plugin. So there's really no point in that, other than get the plugin yourself. But you can watch the live stream back and do it. It's not that difficult once you get the Signal plugin. Anyways, let's see. Other than, yeah, basically every single file that I use today, you get access to if you become a patron of mine. And besides that, you also help me and support Dreadlabs and making me be able to give you guys free content on a weekly basis. Basically, thanks to my patrons, I'm actually able to get enough income to do Dreadlabs full time, which makes me able to do to maintain the Discord server, to make new products for you guys, to work in office space, and, you know, basically focus on getting more videos out there, more projects done, because making a video for every day, every week, even more videos sometimes for 2 years is pretty hard. So it takes a lot of writing scripts, writing down concepts, seeing if this is actually something worth teaching you guys on a YouTube channel. And yeah, that I cannot do that on, like, if I also had a full-time job. So thanks to my patrons, I'm actually able to do this for you guys full-time, keeping up the videos on a weekly basis. So yeah, with that, a huge shout out to all of my patrons. Thank you so much for getting Dreadlabs out there. Let's see, what else do I want to say? Another thing that I did in the past couple of weeks is start a music channel. If you're a music producer, you might want to check out Dreadlabs Music. It's a new YouTube channel. Basically also releases a video every week. And it can be a DJ set with visuals in the background. It can be a FL Studio tutorial. It can be a video on how to get more bookings as a DJ. Mainly, it's all focused around electronic music production. So yeah, if you're interested in that, definitely check that out. You can find it under the other channels to check out on my channel section, if that makes sense. And I also worked on a series now to start your own clothing brand for the past year. You might have seen that pop up on your YouTube feed now and then. And that brand is actually finally finished, because during that video series I actually made a brand, and that brand's actually like released now. So you can go to dreaduniverse.com and check out the collection for yourself if you're interested in that. And after this video, in about 10 minutes, a new video will go live on my YouTube channel, basically talking about how I made that clothing brand from scratch. So, thank you so much, Hulo. I think it's Hulo, right? Yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to say. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm definitely gonna do this a little bit more the coming month, and the live streams and podcasts and stuff will come back after that. So yeah, I think this is pretty much it. Thank you so much for tuning in. This was Tom from Dreadlabs, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.